Hi guys, today I just wanted to share with you and talk to you about acceptance and being blessed. Now, in order to actually clarify this point very well, I want to take you back to October 2021. Now, in October 2021, there was this big boxing fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder as part of a trilogy. Now, when I asked actually Tyson Fury about what he thought about his opponent, he said actually that Deontay Wilder had a lot of demons which he hadn't actually accepted, and all of those were actually causing him a lot of negative energy, which is why he was not in a good space to actually accept his situation and move on and just look at the fight as just a sportsmanship, a kind of where you actually just demonstrate your technique without having all these demons about I'm going in there with all this anger and I'm gonna draw blood and actually kill Tyson Fury. Now, what did Tyson Fury actually mean about that? So in order to clarify that, he actually went back to his own example of the things that were actually happening to him. So he looked back to the time when he was actually an alcoholic himself, and also he was actually overweight. Now, he said that every time people actually mentioned the things that he was an alcoholic and also that he was overweight, he used to get a bit insecure, a bit unstable, a bit angry about that. So it used to trigger all these negative emotions in him because he had not accepted the fact that these things were actually true about himself. So that is a very, very, very important point to note, because when you are in a situation when you haven't reached this acceptance of your actual situation, every time that anyone or people actually mention or draw any conclusions about this situation to yourself, you generate and feel these negative emotions about it because you haven't accepted that that is the situation and you actually need to accept and move on. So he would be consumed with that. He wouldn't want to know when anyone was talking to him about you need to stop drinking, you're an alcoholic, or you need to keep on training and reduce that weight. It used to make him really mad, like really, really angry. But when he reached a point that he actually understood that it was nothing to do with him, but all to do with the other people, he reached a place of acceptance. So once he got to accept the situation that it is, he was able to release all that negative energy and just look at the situation for what it is, because now he could move on and start to make the changes that he needed. So every time that anyone mentioned about him being an alcoholic or being overweight, he would understand it for what it is, because he had no negative energy behind it to actually consume him, but he would just now concentrate on the things that he needed to do in order to get out of that situation of being an alcoholic as well as being overweight. So he clarified this situation in the same way that Deontay Wilder has got demons. At the point that he gets to accept his situation, he can start to actually move on with his life and get rid of all those negative emotions. So it is common actually for a lot of people that if we have situations that are actually holding us back, if we don't get to that situation of acceptance of those situations, we are gonna just generate these negative energies around us as soon as people mention something that triggers us. Because remember, any feedback that we get, if we don't take it personally, if we just take it for what it is, because we are in a place of acceptance, it actually helps us to get rid of those negative energies and move on in a positive way to make the changes that we need. So for Tyson Fury, he started to make the changes that he needed to do. So he would see specialists who would actually help him with the alcohol problem, and then he would train and get rid of his weight because he had accepted the situation and started to move on. And then he was a peaceful person because he had nothing to take personally when this feedback from people is coming in. He would just take it for what it is and move on in a positive mental state, so that even when he was getting in the ring, he was getting in the ring as a sport to actually perform and show his skills as a sportsman of what he could do in the ring, rather than coming in there with all this anger and, I'm gonna draw blood or get rid of this other person or kill them or whatever, which is what tends to consume a lot of people when we haven't reached this place of acceptance and start to make the changes to make us better as well. Because the next thing he mentioned was about every day being a blessed day. The fact that you've woken up and you're listening to this video today, it means that you've got a day, because tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone. So we need to actually move on from all the negative energies and negative emotions that are consuming us, so that we can actually take each day as a blessed day. Enjoy the journey of what is happening today. Don't get too worried or bogged down about tomorrow or the future, because the future will take care of itself on the day that you get to it, because that will be a blessed day. There's a lot of things happening in the world at the moment. Every day people actually get diagnosed with cancer or accidents, or things happen. But if you just take each day as a blessed day, take each day as a day that you've woken up, you've got another 24 hours to make a difference and a change in your life, as well as in the lives of other people out there, then you can start to live a peaceful life, where you understand that you've got the opportunity to make a positive impact to yourself and other people, because it is a blessed day. What has happened in the future is gone. You can't do anything about it. You can take the lessons from what has happened and actually use those. Whatever challenges happened, use the lessons from there to make yourself better today and in the future. But look at today as a blessed day, because it is a blessed day that we are alive and we can make those positive changes in ourselves, and also make an impact on other people. And when you actually look at that in the same concept of the acceptance, I remember Tyson actually mentioning this, that he put this question to say, if you think about a person who is holding hot coal in their hand in the intention of throwing it to somebody else, who is the person who actually gets burned? It is the person who is actually holding the coal, because the heat is in their hand. So don't get hold of all these hot negative energies inside you. Get rid of them, because when you do that, you find yourself in a peaceful situation where you can actually start to actually make those positive changes in yourself, as well as making positive changes in your environment to other people, as well as the planet, or whatever causes are actually dear to you. So I thought that was a good sort of concept to understand, that we need to get to a place of acceptance of whatever situation we're in, because once we accept the situation, we can take those positive changes to start impacting and making changes that will be and bring negative success and impact to our lives as well. So enjoy each day as a blessed day. Don't worry too much about the future. The future will take care of itself when it comes. Don't worry about the past, because you can learn from the challenges and the lessons from there and make yourself better. And once you get to that position, you can just enjoy all the positive energies that you generate and get rid of the negative energies that can have a negative impact on your progress, on your life as you move forward. So I hope you go out there, experience, learn, and grow. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Cheers.